Yo, yo, what up? Whitney Clark, write-in candidate for Detroit City Council here in District 5. Listen, we're in Detroit, Michigan. Listen, we're downtown. It's Friday. I'm killing two birds with one stone. I'm on daddy duty tonight, but I'm also asking constituents here, what's next for the city of Detroit? Again, we're outside downtown. Rev is outside playing. Say hey. Say hey. Say hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
How you doing?
All right, come stand right here so we can see you. Oh wait, he's not gonna play along. He's got his own thing going on. Anyway, my name is Whitney Clark. I'm a candidate for Detroit City Council. Write-in candidate District 5. Outside today. And we are asking voters who they want to be the next mayor, as well as what are some of the biggest issues that they're facing here in the city. Now, right now, I'm currently doing daddy duty and watching Rev, so I want to make sure he doesn't go too far. But we're also going to take a moment to ask some of the voters here in the neighborhood, who do they intend to vote for? But we're gonna mingle here in just a minute. But in the meantime and in between time, was it no? But is it meantime? But in the meantime and in between, you know what I'm trying to say. I don't know which way it goes, but I want to talk to you for just a moment about economic empowerment. Now, here's the thing. It sounds like a very, very vague term, and I think we hear that, but I know what we need. I know what we need in this day and age is to be empowered economically. As I was saying a moment ago, I truly believe that this moment in our society, in our city rather, calls for leaders who are intentional and strategic about ensuring that we are economically empowered. What does that mean? I'm gonna break it down to you in a way that anybody can understand, even if you're not into, political terms, even if you're not into politics. Being economically empowered, in my opinion, in my estimations, is as simple as figuring out a real practical way to keep your money in your community. And one of the things that you see very, very easily in a city like this, predominantly black, one of the things that you see probably more than any other community is the amount of money that leaves our community whenever we purchase something. And I think oftentimes in society, or really in the state and in the country, as black people, we're looked at as if, for one reason or another, we're less than. But we understand that this all comes down to money. It all comes down to your purchasing power. And I believe that African Americans specifically have the best dollar in America, right? I mean, we will spend money on the things that we want. There is no doubt about it that we'll spend money on the things that we want. Here's the kicker. Here's the catch. You've got to have local elected leaders who are thinking strategically about how we keep our money in our community. Who owns that something as simple as that snow cone truck? I was knocking doors the other day, and it was after school, and you had these kids, shopping at a snow cone truck. And he was parked out, parking lot pimping, taking the kids' money. Of course, he was offering some service, some snow cones. But I'm curious about where that gentleman lives. That's how you keep your money in your community. It's ensuring that the people that you're spending your money with are invested and live in the community. And so as we have this conversation, we are within the 90 days from our primary. It's important. It's important, and it is imperative that we, as a prospective elected leaders and voters, quite frankly, are asking the question about. We're asking the question to our elected officials and those who are running for office. What is your plan to ensure? I don't want to take my word for too long. You good? You having fun? You're not. You're not. Whenever I'm asking him if he's having fun, he says no, just to make sure he gets a little more playtime. Anyway, what I was saying a moment ago is that it's important and imperative that we force these conversations. We've got the power, and this is the time that people are coming to us and asking for support. So I want to ask you to ask those individuals who are asking for your support, what is your strategic plan to make sure that we as Detroiters are more economically empowered than we ever have before? How can we ensure that we are coming up from this generation of elected leaders more economically empowered? I think we've got power, you guys. I think we've got power. We drive culture for sure, and we buy whatever our heart desires. And so, again, we've got to make sure that our money is staying in our neighborhood. It's the thing. There are 20 different issues here in the city of Detroit, but I believe that is one of the core issues, is how quickly we lose our money. I keep turning here because I don't want to lose my kid. So that's why I look like somebody's watching me. I'm watching somebody. You see him right there? I'm trying to make sure he's still not too far. But what I'm saying, though, you guys, is that we are going throughout the neighborhoods and asking people for their support for this election, and it's becoming so obvious that one of the core issues that we're facing, and we'll get to some of the Detroiters here in just a minute. One of the core issues that we're facing is our inability to keep money in our community. We don't keep our money in our community. When we earn a dollar, and then when we go and spend it, we're spending it with someone who doesn't live in the community, someone who's not invested in the community. And we've got to think strategically. We've got city ordinances. We've got a regulatory state. We've got platforms like this that just spread awareness. We've got to come together, and we've got to ensure that our money goes further and that our money stays in our neighborhoods longer. Why? Because we're entering into a season where a lot of the government funds, a lot of the federal funds, I should say, that were given to the city for rehabilitation and for COVID and ARPA and things of that nature, we see that they're all about to be gone. There are several programs that have been existing here in the city. One, for example, that was designed to pay people to go back to school and learn how to read and get their GED. This little random programs that really aren't little, but programs like that are now leaving the city because those excess in funds from the federal government are leaving the city. So that means our dollars have to go further. That means we've got to be more strategic about our money and where it's going. And so again, one of the core issues that we're facing is economic empowerment. She said something to me. I think she wants to get on here. You said something? You want to come in? I see you swinging. She's swinging. She must be. She's 62 and she's still swinging. She's 62 and she's still swinging. Look at her. And you look good too. For 62, God is good. Hey, listen, I'm going to see if she can give me an interview in just a minute here. Detroiters keep it real, man. That's one of the things I love about the city of Detroit, man. They're gonna tell it to you like it is, and so hopefully we can get this wonderful young lady. She want to stop now. Bless her heart. You gotta jump off. You gotta jump. Careful. Hey, careful, bud. Careful. Yeah, don't touch that. That's yours. How you doing? Can you answer a question for me? Who do you want the next? I know this is a random thing. I know y'all enjoying your family. Can you say your name? We're streaming live right now.
My name is Constance Stewart.
All right, Miss Constance, I imagine that you live here in the city of Detroit.
Yes, and I was running for city council at large, but I threw in the towel because of different reasons. But I'm still supporting.
Okay, so you were running that large, but what happened? Why did you stop?
37 people for 2 positions.
Ah, okay. Now I'm running for city council District 5.
And it became to be stressful.
Okay.
And sometimes we do things and God said no.
Yeah. Why did you want to run for city council?
Because I'm a community activist. I've been doing community work all my life.
Okay, who do you think the next mayor is going to be, and what type of mayor do we need?
We need a strong mayor. And people think that men are the only ones that are strong, but females are strong also. And I'm not going to say, don't put me on the spot as far as who I'm voting for.
Oh, I'm not going to, okay.
Good candidates.
Okay, that's good. That's good to hear.
Cool.
Okay, and so tell me, so what district do you live in?
5.
You live in District 5. Okay, so Mary Sheffield was your council person.
Right.
Who are you supporting next in District 5?
Anthony Kellogg, my high school alumni.
Coach Kellogg.
Coach Kellogg, that's my guy.
Now you know he's not on the ballot now.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm supporting him.
Okay. What do you think are the biggest issues that he's going to solve here if he becomes city council, a city council member in District 5? What are the bigger issues that he wants to tackle?
I think he wants to tackle more things for the youth and more things for the neighborhood, rebuilding neighborhoods. And he's for that type of thing. Because I look at some of his commercials or his advertisements or whatever. He's trying to build a better Detroit, one neighborhood at a time.
Okay, that's good. Well, like I say, I'm running in District 5 as well. Whitney Clark, nice to meet you. But I've definitely met Mr. Kellogg, wonderful gentleman. Nice to meet him, and I hope to see you on the path on the.
I'm not done yet. That just wasn't my assignment.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. You know, that city council, it is a lot of people running, but I definitely would like to see you. Take another swing at it.
I'm also an underdog. A lot of people don't know me, but they will.
Okay.
Because I get around.
Okay. Well, one more time, your name, and it was so nice to meet you. Thank you for stopping by. What was your name again?
Constance Stewart.
Miss Constance Stewart, thank you so much for taking a moment, and I hope that the Brewster Project.
This is where I represent. I represent the Brewster Project. Shout out to the Brewster Project, the original Brewster Projects.
Okay, I'm excited. Let me ask you one more thing. What do you think about the affordable apartments? What do you think about the housing here in the city? Is that a top tier issue in your opinion? And what do you think is the solution for some of the housing issues we have here in the city?
I think that to me, it's like every time a place is built and they do the affordable housing, it's already set. Because I feel that a person, they shouldn't just go by income and everything. They should go by merit as well. And I'm speaking for myself.
Yeah.
I've given so much to my community. I was born and raised in Brewster.
Yeah.
I've been public housing. I live in Brewster Home now. Where can I fit in at?
Yeah.
And be building all of these places around where our children live at in different complexes or projects or whatever you want. I call them apartment complexes. And they don't include them in different things.
Yeah.
And I want to see more of that happen. And I will be interacting with Coach Kellogg about that.
Great.
They shut public housing out. They shut the little guys out. I'm for the underdog.
Yeah. That's good. Well, like I say, I'm hoping that we can solve the housing as well. We know that's a big issue. And you got a lot of baby boomers who sacrificed a lot.
That's right.
So here goes the thing. Who's going to make that argument? Who's going to put their neck out there on the line to ensure that you guys can retire with dignity? That's the real thing. You know what I mean? And so that's one of the fights that I want to wage just to protect our seniors, because the baby boomers have sacrificed so much. I want to make sure that everybody can age with dignity. So that's really one of the bigger part of my platforms.
I want to see something really exciting happening for the Wheeler Center, aka Brewster Center.
Yeah.
Please, whoever is in charge of rebuilding and revitalizing that building, don't forget about the little guys. Don't forget about the nearby and neighboring partners. Okay, implement a program for our children. Okay.
Thank you so much. It was nice to meet you, okay? Have a good night. Yes, ma'am. Hey, you guys, listen, like I told you before, Detroit is going to tell it to you straight up. You want to go to the other part? All right, he ready to go to the other part. Detroit is going to keep it a buck plus tax with you. That wonderful young lady came and spoke from a sincere place about what challenges the city rather is facing and who she's supporting. And at least she knows who she's supporting. She knows what the issues they want to tackle are. I think she's stone cold crazy if she thinks supporting a candidate over me is a good idea. But hey, hey, we're all lost before we're found. No, I'm joking. Shout out to Coach Kellogg. We're gonna get over here to this other park, but I'm happy that you guys had an opportunity to talk to somebody from the community. Detroiters keep it, like I say, Detroiters keep it real. Word on the street is that we got an election coming up, and I want to know what you think the big issues are and who it is that you're supporting, what the biggest issues are, who you're supporting, and what you believe the solutions for those issues are. So you'll be seeing me do a couple of street interviews here and there as this time picks up. Let that go, Rev. Rev, I'm almost done. Rev is telling me to hurry up. He's shaking the camera. So with that being said, let me get on about it here. You guys see how beautiful downtown Detroit is. We're working to make sure that other neighborhoods in Detroit are this. Look at this, man. Come on. It's safe. People outside having a good time. But this is in the middle of it. This is downtown. Does it work like this in your neighborhood? Can people come from different communities into different hubs that exist here in the neighborhoods? We don't have that. We don't have that in a way that we should. And so let me get on up out of here because I got this little boy waiting. But I do want to know who you're supporting, what the biggest issues are, and what do you think the solution is? I believe economic empowerment is huge. Like I was saying before. Do me a favor and scan that QR code that you see on the screen. Go to WhitneyClarkForDetroit.com, become a donor, become a volunteer. We're spreading a message of optimism, and we believe that the future is bright, but it's going to be bright as a result of what we're doing. That's the thing. You know what I mean? It's like it'll work itself out if you work it out. You know what I mean? And so we're stepping forward and we're forcing the conversation to be about the things that are going to empower people and make our community safer and better. And so again, Whitney Clark, I'm a write-in candidate for District 5 City Council. So excited and so grateful to be sharing a moment with you. Every time we share a moment like this in a digital space, we're spreading our message. Go ahead and share. Go ahead and like. If you believe that we're serious, if you believe that we are steadfast in our commitment to make our community safer, go ahead and share it. Go ahead and like it and spread the message of what we're doing.